Advanced shoulder rehabilitation. So you've done the basic static holds. You've done the banded activation, the rotations. So here's your progression. Especially if you're getting that deep niggling shoulder pain. You know, if there's like a really deep toothache you just can't get rid of. So what you're going to do is take a circle band. This one's probably a little bit heavier than I'd like. So go for one of the lighter ones. It's more about the activation. It can be on your hands if you prefer. I tend to put it on my wrist just because I'm very mobile through my wrists, neck and shoulders. First exercise is just going to be elbows tucked into sides, tummy braced in, shoulders relaxed down your spine, gently engage the band and hold. That's it. 30 seconds and then release. I can't see the clock now, I'm doing 30 seconds, so I'm going to guess. Okay, just remember, it's a soft push. I'm just engaging the band. I'm not forcing it. My shoulders are relaxed. I'm trying to relax my shoulders as much as possible. My elbows are off my ribs and the band is just held out in front of me. Okay, we're going to call that 30 seconds. Nice and relaxed. Okay, exercise number 2. Re-engage the band, pin the shoulders, draw your tummy in, soften your knees. And all you're going to do is lift the arms up till they're straight, just below shoulders. Keeping the engagement of the band, bring them back into your side. So my shoulders are engaged. Lift up nice and slow. If you need to, slightly turn your thumbs out. If you're struggling to keep the engagement, that slight push out will help you keep the shoulders drawn down the spine. Just up to shoulder height. It doesn't need to be any higher. Back down, elbows in. Keeping the engagement all the time. Soft pressure. Look how loose my arms are. But if I let go, they drop in. Okay, and that's what you want. Make sure the shoulders are sliding into your back pockets, your chin is tucked in, and you're keeping your neck as long as possible. So we're going to do this for 30 seconds. That's good. And then you're going to rest. So each exercise is 30 to 60 seconds or 15 to 30 repetitions. I'm going to start you on 30 seconds so this video doesn't end up 20 minutes long. Exercise number 3. Same engagement, band engagement, shoulders down, elbows engaged. And this time, I'll turn sideways. You're just going to lift up above your head, but just so the band goes above your eye line. Keep the shoulders down, keep the elbows tucked in, and slide it back down. That's it, slide up. So it's just above my eye line, and back down. To you, it looks like it's above my head. But when I'm looking forward, still in my vision, it's just gone out of my vision now. And back down. Now, if you're starting to roll your shoulders or fight against it, just don't go that high. Even if you're doing this to start with, that's completely fine. But I want you in a gold standard up, but the elbows are drawn in, hands are pushed out, yes? Back in and down. And this is a light enough band for me, but I can already feel my shoulders screaming. Breathe into it. Make sure the weight's even on both feet. If you've got a pelvic imbalance as well, you could always practice doing this single leg balance. Because why not rehab your hips while you rehab your shoulders? Obviously, just make sure you're doing both sides. Elbows in, back down, recover. Okay, progression. I'm not going to make this look very good because I don't have the range in my shoulders, especially after today's workout. However, you'll get the idea. Set the shoulders, engage the band. You've come up. You're now going to go behind your head. Now that's as far as I can go, because otherwise I'm going to arch my spine. If you can get your arm all the way back here with the band and all the way back down, still keeping that band engagement, going all the way through both arms at the same time. I just don't want you to flare, okay? Keep the tummy in, keep the ribs engaged and slide back down. I'm not there yet, which is why I can't do this. I'm going to film outside for you a variation for this if, like me, you're not quite there. Okay, but you get the idea. You come all the way up. I'm going to cheat and bring my hands together just so you can see where I'm going. We're all the way there, but the band stays engaged around. My shoulders are way too broken for that. Okay. Elbows stay drawn in. Elbows come out. Okay. Do 2 more. Elbows in, push the hands against the band. Push out. And relaxed. Team, Now this band might not be long enough for you. Next exercise, one hand behind your back, one arm overhead. Now you can do this with one of the longer Therabands or a single Theraband if you like. Hand starts on the small of the back. This one's just holding, this one's pressing. I'm using my bad shoulder, and you're just going to push till you're straight and back down. I'm trying not to move my elbow. So if you can keep your elbow tucked in nice and tight, shoulders down, push straight up, keep the shoulder away from the ear, gently push down. If it's too much, bring the elbow in, so you're pushing forward instead of upward for now. And if this is too much, just don't do it, all right? As I say, you can hold a single band instead of holding a loop band for this exercise if it feels better. But shoulder pulled right down, okay? Now, one of the biggest things for this, I've seen loads of pulsing band work. It is junk. Do not do it. You can do pulsing band work if you want to work out, but you're basically doing legs, bums and tums. It's not re-engaging, restabilizing. It's not rehab, okay? The same as doing abs fast. Oblique cycles, crunches, any of that fast is not recruiting the right muscles. It's recruiting the fast twitch muscles, and we don't need that. They already work. So if you're seeing people do this in the gym, it's complete and utter junk. Do not do it, okay? The same as these, junk, don't do it, all right? Exercise, shoulders engaged. I've turned my hand. You can stay here. I find this hurts my shoulder less. Engage, set, chin, up to just below collar height, push apart. Pull in, but keeping the band engaged, come back down. Now don't let that band engagement go. If you can pull it past yourself, then do that. It will get the back involved a little bit more. So you come up, you push out. You come in and you slide down. Keep the shoulders pinned. Keep the pressure in the band. Try not to bend your elbows, please. Try not to let your shoulders shrug. In and down. Now, I don't know the state of your shoulders while you're doing this. So this, below collarbone, is the highest you're going to go if you're still getting sharp pain. If you're past the sharp pain and you're using this as warm-up or progression, you can come above shoulder height and back down. But if in doubt, don't. The benefit you get from going above shoulder height doesn't justify the risk to your shoulder if you're not sure if you should be doing it. Okay? If you're doing it here, that's completely fine. It's the lower level. There are multiple ways of progressing a movement. The first is through resistance, the amount of resistance you put on. The second is the number of repetitions. The third is the time in which you engage it. So the longer you hold, the slower you move, the greater the fatigue. And the fourth is the range. So if you're not lifting it as high, in theory, you're not pushing it as hard. Okay? Last exercise. You're going to need a door handle for this, or the banister. Loop it on the door handle. Arm starts out in front. Pull in. Shoulder pulls back. Gently release. So it's just a low row. But doing a banded low row is really great to teach yourself to re-engage that shoulder. Alright, I've got a nice loose grip. You can see my hand is cupped and open. So I'm not muscling it because I don't want you to fight in your back. I want the smaller muscles working. So allow the shoulders to slide downwards towards your butt. You're looking for the shoulder to go down, not back. Okay? If this is okay, then you do have a progression. And your progression is this, but I don't know if my band's going to ping in my face. If it does, please don't laugh at me. You come in, set your shoulder, and then you push up. Just up the head height, like you did before. Come back in, and release. Okay, so it's in, make sure the shoulder's in the right place. The shoulder stays in the right place. Bring it back down, and then you pull forward. It's slightly different to the version we did before because you've now got the pull in. Okay, shoulder set, elevate, in and down. Now, as you progress this, you can do it with both hands at the same time. Always start with one so you can focus, so you can practice and you can learn. But when you get good at it, by all means, do both at the same time. If you want even more, put the band around the wrists like we did at the beginning and have the double pull. So you're getting that push out as well as the pull in to really intensify this work. I'm going to put a second video up, which is going to be some wall work, but I need to adjust the camera, so it's a good time to stop. Remember, all exercises begin with 30 seconds, build to 60 seconds, and then build from 15 to 30 repetitions. If you can do 30 repetitions, that's your basic rehabilitation. But if you want to make it endurance, so you're using this exercise to prevent the injuries from returning, then 3 sets of 15 to 30 repetitions would be perfect, and it could be included in your gym workout. For example, you could do your pull-ups and then superset it with this back pull, because it's great, it really activates. Or I quite often use the back pull apart with my chest workout. I'll do my bench press, I'll do my Sven press, and then I do the band pull aparts to really get the back to fire. Simple examples how you can make rehab not take any more time by including it in your workout as an active recovery. Good luck.